to do China today. It's good. All good. No China, no China. China will start in I think 10 days, so we've got time. We've got time. I'm just gonna check, be sure I'm not saying damn shit. Damn shit. Does China start? Oh! Oh, you're right. We have to do China. Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah. We have to do China. I'm saying damn. Well, depend what day you want to. What day you want to do the next podcast? Maybe next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday, perfect. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah, with the China. No choice. Just gonna go fast. Well, Hades was right. Hades was right. We have to. But maybe we not do the power ranking of China. I don't know. Oh, shall we? You know what? We do. You do. We do EWC, and if EWC is, if it's not a 3 hours long after we did EWC, we can do power ranking of China. Take times, but then if we have times, we have time, and if we don't have times, we don't have time. What? Oh, you want the list? Okay, let me find it. EWC 25. So for Seed 1, G2 Sentinels XLG BLB, Fnatic Heretics RRQ Gen G, Energy 100 Zift, EDG Titan, BBL, Carmine, Piper Rex, Dragon X. 100 Zift and Energy.
It's NRG, G2, Sen, and 100 Thieves. Yeah, DRX.
Yeah.
Demon didn't make it, unfortunately.
Ah. Did he die? It's okay, I can be the PRX fan. Oh, PRX is so good, they're gonna win! They are so nice.
Can you guys see me?
As to say, we don't have to say to speak a lot about Chinese game. We are gonna be like, okay, so this team versus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will not have debate. Genre EDG versus Tech, okay, EDG. BLG versus Tylo, okay, BLG. IG versus XLG, okay, XLG. Wall versus FPX. Might have some debates. DRG versus Nova might have some debates. And GG versus Trace. I suppose everyone will say Trace. And So it will be fast for China. It will be fast. I'm confident.
Oh, it is up.
Okay, perfect.
So hello
Hello,
everybody,
everybody.
Gamble Nats here. Today we'll be having a three-person podcast about EWC and China, as I will make
Yep.
an announcement. But yeah, you guys can yap away.
Perfect.
let's
Do you
go.
want me to do the post?
Yeah, you can make the VLR post.
Can you send me the link so we good?
Yes, I can indeed.
And so I can stalk and so if you say something or if everything is good or not.
Yes. So as we wait for this, let me pick your brain about EWC. How do you feel about the teams that qualified? Do you think that the other good teams, or how's the feeling?
I'm like,
It's
it's good for
go
teams
on.
which didn't make it for Masters, right? So teams like let's say DRX, PBL, 100 Thieves, even NRG, all the teams which didn't make it to Masters, right? It's really good for them. They've been working, like they've had quite a long off time for now, so they can test what's working. And I think it's one of these teams tournament to win, because most of the Masters team, they've probably tired. Their prep has been changed, and it's a new meta, right? They're playing on the new patch. So
Yeah.
it's some looking at like teams like BBL and RGTRX to possibly win the whole thing. Maybe even Edward Gaming. Like if Edward,
I really
just
don't know how to analysis the qualified in Americas, but I can for EMEA because I really think a team like Carmine Corp um, that have Saadak, that was the master of the double controller meta, and we are back to the double controller meta, so that makes sense. Carmine Corp is here, I think.
Yes.
It will be a dark horse, a really huge dark horse. BBL was also a decent team, and it's maybe good that Team Liquid didn't won because that would have made their calendar overcharged. I think overall, Seed 2 and Seed 3 team shouldn't be allowed to participate to the World Cup. It's okay for the Seed 1 because they don't play the first phase, so they can take time to prep. But yeah, I think overall the Seed 2 will be and some seed three that was also at the tournament will be burnout, and I don't trust a lot in them. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what will happen. And yeah, for
oh,
Pacific, the Eric's back is normal also. I think
Yes.
it's illogical.
do you want to go group by group?
Yeah,
See what we think about
group
each
by
team?
group.
Yeah, we'll go.
And
We'll,
after with power ranking,
Start with Group A then, right? G2 Esports, Bilibili Gaming, PaperX, and Carmine Core. What do we feel about the teams here?
all right.
Okay, so I think G2 have a revenge to take. I think the team that will want the most win will be the most have the most motivation, have the most hate to take out is G2, and it's probably the. I still think G2 is better than PaperX. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm pretty sure you will not be agree with that. So I think G2 will come out first seed. I think PaperX just will party and just will. Yeah, they will not. I'm not gonna say they will not take it seriously, but I just think they're. You just want only a big event. You have to prep for stage 2 if you want to go to champions because they still have a huge chance that PaperX don't go to champions, which would be weird, but the rule is made at this point. I just want to check how many points they have in a pack. I'm not sure they are even top 4.
PaperX is first with 11 points, pretty sure. Second is Steven with 10. Actually, let me see Pacific.
I can.
Oh, they're first. You're right.
Let me pull it up
Yeah.
right now, which
And
is
RRQ was number 3 with 9, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
PaperX is
really,
7.
really close.
Or RRQ is 8. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the top 4 you'd expect, right? With DRX, RRQ, Genji, Team, and PaperX. I mean, the top 5.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
the top 5 is pretty close. Yeah.
yeah. So there. Yeah. Right there. Nice.
So I think I will put Paper X last for
Paper
that
X.
reason.
Okay.
Yeah, the hatred is strong. Come on.
And I'm not saying they are not strong. I'm saying that
No. I
you know,
agree with you, but come on. No, go on.
okay.
Wait.
And I think Carmine might be the surprise of this event. I really trust. I'm not really trust Carmine. I'm trusting the meta, the current meta we have, perfect to Carmine player and fit to Sadak. And I think Carmine might beat Bilibili. I don't think Bilibili is that strong, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I have some good vibes with Carmine, so I'm fully biased because I'm French. So stop me if you are not agree with that. It's
No,
so
I
G2
agree with you with
first,
the
Carmine
Carmine thing.
second, and
Oh, G2
yeah.
first. Okay. So is this
I
your
Carmine
think-
ranking?
second. BLG third,
Yeah.
PRX fourth, Carmine
Oh.
second, G2 first.
I feel like we're
I think.
doubting why is PRX fourth? Did they? I mean, they
No,
just won Toronto, no?
can I say
Yeah.
they
Speak up.
did, but like they're not. We're not saying they won't try, right? Obviously they will, but it's not going to be the same as like grand finals or upper finals where they're just fighting tooth and nail to make it. Like they've already made it, and sure, champs is their goal in the end, but and they'll obviously try their best. But some of these teams just want it more. Like Carmine Cole, they have a lot to prove, right? They were supposed to be one of the best teams in EMEA. They haven't done much till now. Uh,
Yeah.
they've like they played well during the EME, the EWC qualifiers, right? But apart from that, they haven't done much. So it's definitely there's like they'll definitely try hard a lot. They would have prepared against. They were watching these tournaments at home, right? So they'll obviously be prepared for RR, Paper X, and G2. I think I still put G2 number one because again, I think they're just frustrated. They have a lot to prove still because. So I think they're gonna try extra hard since they've already made it to champs, right? They don't have to worry about split two that much.
Yeah, I mean,
And second,
I can agree with that, but I just feel like PRX, even if they're not trying, they're gonna be better than a team like Billy.
yeah, no, but I don't think they'll be better than KC.
Hmm.
Like if KC will really try.
You want Paper X third and BBD fourth?
I want Paper X
Yeah.
second, but if you
Yeah,
if you
I
both
will be.
if you both agree Paper X fourth, I'm happy to put them third above Billy.
Whoa, fourth? No, third.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Bilibili can go fourth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Did you stream the? I didn't. So yeah, you stream. Good. Just check, Matt. The stream is up, so you can see in live if we good. I really think if Paper X go out of group and do a top two, they will not be a champs. They will be burned out in split two, and they will not be a champ.
Yeah, because again, Pacific is really close. They're just 1 point off the second place, right? So you need to focus on split two.
That will be the worst team. The worst thing happening to PRX is winning. Is going out of this group.
So
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm happy with this.
All right.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
I'm still questioning PRX here. I believe in them a little more, but I understand your
No,
logic.
I believe in them, but G2 and KC just have a lot to prove right now, and they will try. They will try their hardest, and they're not bad teams.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's like they kind of need it. They need to qualify for this.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's fair. All right
Uh,
then.
Group B, I mean. XLG, Sentinels, BBL, and DRX. How do you feel about this one?
It's the hardest group to predict. All these teams are really close in terms of level.
Yeah, the teams here are
I-
very difficult. So
I would put DRX
Does
number one. for this.
XLG have midi?
no,
No,
they
they're
picked
not
up,
playing with MIDI.
they picked up a new player, XOG. It was like someone called like No Man, I believe.
No man, they picked no one.
Oh, Hong Kongese player, so
Yes, he is a
he
Hong Kongese
probably
player.
speak English.
Yeah,
So he will definitely speak English.
yes, we will have a
Oh,
person.
nationality Hong Kong, Wales. So definitely no doubt about that.
Yes, so XOG are not gonna be as bad as they were in Toronto because they have a player who speaks the language. Isn't that crazy, guys?
Yeah.
Crazy actually.
So I mean, DRX,
I think the right call.
DRX are easily
The right-
first.
Are DRX even playing
I
with
agree.
Bane? Like, aren't they like promoting one of their academy players?
Yes, they are promoting academy. Wait, DRX or DRX? I'm not sure.
Yeah, because no, if you go to their what you call esports tab in the game, right, in the Valorant esports section, like in Valorant itself,
Or in
it'll
Valorant
list
itself?
one of their yeah, yeah, it'll list one of their academy players as like in the roster. So I think it's over for Bane. I think they just hate him. Termi just has something personal against him, so he's out. Uh, I know, man. It's DRX, it's Termi, it's Marco. Like obviously they'll make it. Hunmin is insane. Freeing is insane. They got to make it. Like plus it's easy. They're playing against. Okay, they're not playing against bad teams. I think XLG and Sen will be good, but DRX will be better.
So from what I'm hearing, you said XOG and Sen will be good. Does that mean you are sneaking BBL fourth?
I'm not actually.
Ooh.
I think I actually think it's a toss up between all of them.
Here's what
I want.
Yeah.
I think Sentinel is the best team in the group, but I want to put them third in the burnout seed. You know, I think if you are Paper X, if you are Sentinel, if you are those teams that have a huge schedule, you will not fully troll, but you will not want to be in the second week of the tournament. You will not want to go out of group. So yeah, you probably sneak one win in group because you are the best team, and after you just are in the decider, and in the decider you play. There are teams that say, "Oh, if we win this game, we will totally burn out at the end of champs, and it may be troll if we win that game." Versus a team that will be, "Oh, I did so bad all the year. I did so bad for the split one. I really want to win this one." So there are no way these Sentinels win this game with this mentality. It would be so weird that they won. And in fact, for BLG and XLG, we need to saw this new player. Is that good? Where did he play in the past?
Okay, so from my knowledge, No Man, he is normally he's a duelist player actually. He's played quite a bit of
Yeah.
duelist, and for my knowledge, he hasn't flexed like I don't know about recently, but from just like the VLR page and from like the splits that he played in the Hong Kong leagues, he
He played in Ascension China with Raratom in 2024.
yes, and
Oh, he did.
he also played in the Northeast split apparently. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But he is
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the tracker now. He's definitely a duelist player. So maybe a role conflict with Ragra? That's interesting.
Nah, I don't think they'll just have
They'll
him play Recon, right?
Okay,
Uh,
XLG last, BBL second. I just think XLG is in a
Really?
reconstruction time. They will use this tournament to build something new, and when you build something new, you are not favorite,
Start
I
with
think.
I just think
right.
I don't trust No Man on the initiator, and he hasn't shown anything very impressive in the past. So I'm sticking XOG fourth as well. Any
Okay.
disagreements, Matt?
No, I think it's fine.
All right.
Oh
Good
no,
team.
we are gonna hate on China again. Oh, two team in China had ready last.
Wait,
Oh no.
wait. Okay, but you have two good Chinese teams coming up.
Let's talk about Tech Titan Esports Lab in that case. Last.
So Tech. You know, Hades is not even gonna glaze this team anymore. Tech have fallen off. Not even Hades is a lover. As RB leaves Tech, and I believe their flex player that was for their flex player that joined in them for EWC will be playing for them. Let me pull up his name really quick because I don't really remember. It was look, Lucas. Lucas is their player, which I don't think is that impressive, but they managed to qualify and in against EDG, and they played relatively poor overall. But I think the fact that they are in a weaker group, I think they actually have a decent chance of qualifying.
That's okay. It's true that I just see the other team and this group is also really hard. I think. Can we agree Heretics is first?
I can't agree.
I don't agree with you.
I think
he should
Okay.
be-
I think
LRQ?
I think these 4 teams are all coin flips. These 4 teams. I think they can all be.
Yeah.
I can believe any of these being first place.
Okay,
I
I
believe
agree.
that, but I'm gonna put NRG number one because like we gotta throw them a bone, right? They've just been losing again and again, and now there's some glimmer of hope
No, no, no,
with this
no, no,
new roster.
no,
I
no,
see
no,
it. I
no.
see this small light at the end of the tunnel, right? It's very faint, but it's there.
Okay,
It's there for NRG. I see it.
every time we rate
Yeah.
energy, this podcast has rated energy in any sense of the word good. They have failed my expectations. Every single time. I am never rating this team. I don't care who's on this team. You could throw throw the PRX, the entire PRX roster on this team, and I will still believe they lose. NRG, I am putting in 3rd place.
Okay.
This team is
Okay.
permanently cursed.
I've heard enough for RRQ number one.
I agree. I actually do put
I agree. I agree.
RQ1. I want to put RQ1. My personal ranking is RQ1. Let me think about it. I'll put Heretics
Nah, nah,
3rd,
that's-
and I'll put Energy 2nd.
Heretics
I
on
have
the
Tech
burnout.
2nd, Energy 4th. That's my ranking.
I completely agree with this. I think this is a valid ranking. I'd say let's put Tech number one.
Let's put Tech number 1. I got you there.
No, trust me, you got this.
Okay. No, okay.
I want to put Tech last.
You want to put Tech last?
The Chinese
What
hated
are the arguments for Tech being a team that can go out of this
There
group?
is no argument. It's purely based on vibes. But yeah, it does make
Okay,
sense.
I think-
put
you
them
know
number
what?
four.
I think all these
Yeah.
teams have failed expectations, and all these
Yeah.
teams are so bad that Tech can sneak a win and get into playoffs. That's my reasoning
Yeah,
here.
but when you almost kill a beast and the beast is not dead, the beast really want a revenge. So it can go in both way. You know, you can have Heretic that is totally insane because they are so mad about what did happen in the last thing, and also don't forget Heretics lose against 2 teams that end 1st and 3rd, so it's not that bad for Heretics.
The
Yeah.
process is
You
very
know
good.
what? Let's just stay at this point, and we will argue which Chinese team has the most chance to go higher, and we'll change one of the Chinese team at the end.
Okay, sure. But I mean, we do have a high hoping Chinese team coming up now for Group D, which is EDG, 100T, Genji, and Fnatic. Now, from
And
what
if you start with
She will not make out of group.
from what I've heard online, is that 100 Thieves are sort of the coughing baby of the group. There's 3 great teams, qualifying teams, maybe even trophy contending teams, and then you have 100T. How should you believe
Yeah.
that narrative to be?
I think whoever
100
designed
C4.
this group absolutely loves rage baiting Nate Shot on Twitter. So like this has to be the. This is purely to rage bait Nate Shot. I don't see any other reason. You could just swap them with Sentinels, and maybe they have a chance. Like putting them with EDG, Genji, and Fnatic.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
it's
I
rough.
don't see a world where they make it.
Now, I think a very obvious pick is Fnatic at first. Is there any complaint to that?
And I don't. Yeah, I think you should put Edward Gaming number one.
Edward Gaming.
Genji in the, I think Genji might be in the burnout. We have to put either Fnatic or Genji in 3rd place because that will be the burnout spot.
I think it has to be
So
Genji.
Genji beat Fnatic. Yeah.
No, but you see,
I would put Fnatic in the burnout because like they played the most.
I mean,
In
yeah,
fact, they played more rounds than they played the most games in the what do you call it, tournament, right?
yes.
They have to be
Yeah,
burnt out.
and
They played some
also
good ones as well.
Genji have something to prove. You know, Fnatic just lose in final. They are okay, and I just think they just think about champions.
I think
While Genji have something that's a huge slap, and they just have to wake up and find confidence and rolling over over 100 saves, and maybe Fnatic is maybe the best thing that can happen to Genji. So I say okay, Genji for first,
I
EG second,
I
and
don't like
third.
I don't like
Yeah,
Genji first. I think Genji have been mental wounded so hard against, especially when they played
Yeah.
against Wolves. I think that compared to Fnatic are a team that recover. You have Boaster, you have Crashies, you have veterans in the team. You also an Alpha. You also have team players who are like very energetic. They have a lot of energy, like Kayak, right, and Boaster. I think I I don't see a team like Fnatic really struggling with like mentality and vibes. I think yes, they'll struggle with a bit of burnout, maybe not get that first seed, but I think they will 100% qualify compared to Gen G. With the fashion of how they went out as chokers, I mean,
Um,
that's rough for a team.
I have two things to say. I think really this is the debate of this tournament. Is the team that choke will just go back with more hate and just go back and will be okay and will just be take confidence on this tournament, or will the choke continue? And it's really hard to guess if they will have the time to mental reset or not. And the second thing I want to say is my argument for the burnout spot is not, oh, they are already in burnout, they will just lose because they are already in burnout. No, I think it's more a calculation of teams. I think when you are a team that um, that have a lot of games like Fnatic, Sentinels, PaperX, you will not, if you go out of group, you will think, yeah, when you arrive in the decider game, you will say, okay, if we win this game, we'll not have holidays, we'll not have time to clear our minds and reset for the split 2. And maybe it's a better choice and strategically better to not doing our best on these decider games and just saying that if we win that game, we'll burn out for champions and we won't be burn out for champions. We don't want to be burn out for champions and for split 2. So it might be better to just lose, you know?
Just lose.
I
I mean,
mean,
I don't think any team will go with the mentality of let's just lose, right? They're all dry.
they'll
And
I
plus,
think
I
they'll
think,
all try, but
Yeah, I understand.
like,
and the
cause
organizations are like, they will. I'm not saying they'll pressurize it like, oh, you got to play, like, but there'll be still some sort of pressure that you have to perform considering the prize pool. The
yes,
organizations will want their players to make a deep run. That being said, we should just put Edward Gaming number one as default. They won champions last year. They're a very good team. Sure, like split two didn't work out for them, right? But they were playing with a flash initiator player who doesn't know how to play flash initiator, and it kind of the whole team does revolve. Not okay. That is unfair to say the entire team revolves around Kang Kang, but setting up Kang Kang is a huge it's one of their major win conditions. Kang Kang is one of their major win conditions, right? So if you don't have an initiator player who can set him up well, you can't expect them to again play at that level. Now that they have a player, right, who can do that, Alphabet brother, like I think that's what the Chinese players call him, the player who just joined. He is he has been solid for quite a long time, and I think he should fit like in this team properly. And plus, they had so much time to prepare. Like, there's no way Edward Gaming loses. Just look at the quote. Look at the quote that Kang Kang pulled up with. He was asked how he feels about losing, right? And let me just find it. Yeah, losing teaches you to value winning and how to win. For me, I used to fear nothing, but now I do. I fear what people say. I fear losing, but once you face it, you find yourself. Losing and criticism aren't so scary after all. My guy is aura farming. Look at these quotes. He is not losing. There's no way in hell he's losing. Right? He has to get the number one seed.
yeah.
Plus, they have Cheeto and Smoggy
Uh,
and nobody.
I think HFMI ZJC is an incredible player. I think that he'll slot into EDG so well, replacing JNE. And we saw that little flare with like in 2024 where adding a new player, what happened to EDG, right? And this time it's not like GNE, where GNE was a player that they sort of had to get because they were missing a player, obviously due to Simon, and they had to scout one fast. Whereas for HFMI, this is a player they scouted and tested and trialed. And yeah, I mean HFMI has always been a good player. Especially he's just been on Tyloo and like tagging Soul Esports, so not great rosters. But I don't doubt him as a player. He's always been good. He's always been good at flex. And also EDG have probably the biggest team that need to prove something, right? Because look, they're the number one team in China, and now they're not. They have the biggest thing that they need. These other two teams, they went to international. Yes, they have something to prove. Yes, Genji wants to show that they're like a good team. But compare that to EDG, you were literally the world champions a season ago, and then you don't even qualify for Toronto. I mean, how heartbreaking is that? That is a team that really wants to win, and that's why I'm putting the number one.
I understand, but and I think nobody will be agree with me on this one. I think when Genji doesn't choke, Genji is by far the best team in the world.
That's the thing, Genji choke. That's their whole identity right now. Do you believe that they can fix their choking problem?
I think the choking problem. My hypothesis was the choking problem was a little bit tied with the fact when when we have only one Korean team in an international event, the Korean team tend to have more pressure because all the countries behind them, and when Korea is behind that team, it's not go team, you will do it, you will do it, amazing. They will analyze every single of your little mistakes and say, oh, you are pure trash, you are so bad. And on the time and on their time, you know that will affect their mental, and at any moment that they can mental boot. So, in my opinion, the fact DRX is here and will do a good run, I think this will easily favor Genji, and that will make not Genji's choke.
I
I mean, okay.
I think
Thing
the
with Genji is that whenever they choke, right, it's okay. When I think of the chokes, right, I imagine their game against, like, the first game against Sentinels, well, not first, the second game against Sentinels in like the Madrid finals, where they should have won one of the maps, right? I think it was Bind when they were up 13-12. It was a 3v5 and they threw that and they ended up losing the map. It's always like when they play too confident, or just not too confident. They don't play confident enough. It's always when they let the Genji is always they take space whenever it's given to them, right? They're not like paper where they play aggressive, but they you give them free space, they will take it. That's how they play. And when they don't do that, when they don't stick to the play style, it's moments like that where they choke. Again, this game against Sentinels and Champions in the group stage, right? It's what do you call? It's because of that this confidence issues that is why they choke. And now in a tournament, right? I'm not saying the stakes aren't high, but they're still relatively lower. The main goal is still champs. So I think this is where Genji will be allowed to play their best, and that's why I want to put them above Fnatic, but not above Edward Gaming. Because again, Edward Gaming just have there's a like I'd say there's a preparation diff right now. Genji, they're not as burnt out as Fnatic, and I think they can beat Fnatic. They will beat Fnatic, but they can't beat Edward Gaming yet. At their prime, sure. At their best, I think Genji could beat Edward Gaming, but right now, they're not there yet. They will rework some things. They will try out new stuff.
I
as
can
all teams
compromise
should.
on that.
I think okay.
I agree.
I think Edward Gaming are going to peak higher than Wolves than in Masters Toronto. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I think
No.
no. You don't think Edward Gaming is going to peak higher than Wolves?
No.
I think that's a crazy take.
I'm not you are saying that you think Edward Gaming gonna do at least top 3?
Better, yes. I mean, not at least top 3. It depends on the run, but yes, I think they're better than if they were in Toronto with this roster. Yes.
I think there are a lot of amazing teams, and I think it's really chaotic. And I'm not saying that any team has the same chance to go to make a top 3, but I'm not saying also that Wolf run was a fluke, but
I mean,
I'm saying that there are lots of good teams, and maybe I'd say, yeah, 40% they do a top 3.
I mean,
you just hate China at this point.
It's not against China because the 40% I say for EDG, it will be 30% for Wolf, 30% for BLG, 30% for
there's no way
FPX,
there's no ways you think
30%.
there's no ways you think BLG have a 30% to get third. BLG.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too high.
Yeah.
20%, 20%.
I think BLG have way too low skill ceiling to hit third place, unlike Wolves, who we know can peak. I think Tech have a higher chance of hitting. I think Tech XLG, FPX, EDG, Wolves all have a better chance of hitting third place than BLG.
Okay, fair point. Fair
Can you
point.
agree with
So
Fnatic on
BLG
third
is
place?
gonna really be the gatekeeper of champions for a long time.
Yeah, I think BLG as a roster is really weird. They're good enough. They have good fundamentals. They have good players, but not great players. They have good players, except for YZ, who's absolutely insane. Roshia, he's up there, but not there yet.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
But the rest of them, I think, are pretty mid. So I just don't believe that they can go on a run. Unlike Wolves, I've said this about Wolves, and I'll say it again. Wolves are a team that can go on a run because mechanically they are incredible. They just need things to go right for
think-
them, and especially if they things go right for them and they can catch teams off guard like they did in Toronto. They played non-meta comps, which caught teams off, caught them by surprise, and they used their superior mechanics to outplay teams, and that's how they got to third place in my opinion. That's why I believe that it will peak higher than a team like BLG, who play more standard, play more normal, and sort of just they do play quite aggressive with YZ, but there's nothing impressive about BLG that can put them higher than they never peak higher than any other team on this list.
Okay, fair point. Well, okay, I'm agree for EDG first if you're both agree. Genji second and Fnatic third, and you rename the third place into Burnout Spot.
Burnout.
Sure.
Sure.
Perfect.
Make a little sad face.
I mean, I don't think Team Heretics are burnt out. I just
Okay.
think energy will peak higher.
Is there anything that you dislike? Anything you think could change?
Yeah, we have to
think-
change one of the Chinese team, and it can't be EDG.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not Billy Billy. I'm not putting Paper X in fourth.
I don't want to put Paper X. Yeah, I mean, I think.
No,
I
if
mean-
if we change XLG, we just put BBL last and XLG second, and we don't change anything else.
Honestly, put Sentinels last.
Sentinels lost.
No, you can't do
Sentinels.
that.
I can't put Sentinels lost. Sentinels have been really good.
They're not fair. Like they are. But thing is, BBL is also really good.
They're all really good at this team. This group is really good teams. I don't know if I want to
Yeah,
put
BBL
XOG
is
second.
good. I mean, yeah, that's also true.
Man,
Do you want
I
to
think
put
they could
take
be good, but they're
third
not
or
that
second
good.
instead?
Honestly, yeah, let's just hate on Team Heretics.
I think
Put Team Heretics.
I have to put.
Oh no.
I think we have
No,
to
no,
put
actually,
Tech
let me go
higher.
for this. Put RRQ and Burnout because
No,
Why not?
So-
RQ just got on. They have something to prove. They want to show that they got Pacific for a reason.
yeah, the reason is Teho. Teho's no.
I mean, they played good in Toronto after the first game.
Uh,
They played a good series against Fnatic.
Are
I mean,
you
they
really that confident about energy? Because I will swap
Mm,
take energy.
I think that's fair.
Honestly, yeah, that's valid. Yeah, that's valid. Put
Yeah.
energy for.
Let's stop Tech and
It will be
Fnatic.
pretty disappointing.
I think it's fine because Group C is just coin flips. These teams are all like can be really good or really bad.
Yeah,
think
I agree.
I,
Okay,
man, if
I'm fine with
energy
that.
don't. Listen, if energy come fourth, right? I think North America is just cooked. Because if a team like G2 is placing fourth in international events, like who from North America is actually winning then? You will need a perfect super team from Americas to win. If NRG can't qualify for this.
I know people said like Sen were like Chinese farmers in Toronto, but they were decently good.
No, what?
No, yeah, but people
Yeah,
have
they
been
were.
I think Sen could do it if they catch the right wind. They could do it.
I mean, yeah, they could, but their first game against Wolves, I want to say Wolves played a better game. Like Wolves
Oh,
were. they
oh.
lo-
Yeah, no, I believe Wolves played a better game against Sen, but I think that Sen wasn't that good. I think Sen was much better in playoffs than in groups.
I think their best map was actually the one they played against. I forgot who it was. Their Sunset. I think it was against Billy Billy, right? Where Zekin just farmed.
No, I think it was the game against XLG that they were so good. Zekin was farming XLG.
Whatever. I think the Sunset is the only map where they've shown good stuff. Split on their first game against what do you call Wolves. That was just pure heroics. Wolves should have won that.
I think their
Anyway,
Lotus
I'm
is
getting
okay.
distracted.
Their Lotus is okay.
I mean, there are, but like, there's a lot of good Lotus teams now.
True, true.
Like, everyone's goated at Lotus for some reason. PaperX, DRX used to be really good at Lotus. I don't know what happened.
All right.
RRQ had an insane Lotus. Genji, Fnatic, Edward Game. They all have good Lotuses.
That's fair. True. All right.
Time for power ranking, and then we go to China.
You wanna go for a power ranking for EWC?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Let's go for a power ranking then. So we'll name this S. We'll name this A.
Just copy, copy call, copy paste. Maybe it's
No
gonna be.
DTA, no
Never mind.
DTA teams because there are
Right.
no bad teams. No. That's fine. Four for each is fine.
Four for each.
Put a S tier, so we good.
Yeah,
So we
S.
don't have bad team.
Okay.
Oh,
No, we don't
Omega
need
tier.
that.
Omega tier above the S tier.
Omega tier.
Ah,
So we can have 5. Yeah, so we have 5. We have 5 tier, and we good.
I think D. I think you just put
This
D.
is.
I think I like this.
I'm gonna put G2 DRX and EDG in S because I think they're the favorites to win the entire thing.
D2
Okay, actually
DRX.
not.
Wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
G2 DRX and EDG. And this is solely based
I
on the
agree.
fact that they either have time to prepare A or they've already qualified for champs, so they don't have to worry about split 2 as much.
Okay. I like that.
I'm gonna put PaperX in top of 8 purely out of respect because they won Toronto. There's no way I'm putting them lower than that. But actually, we can put PaperX in S as well. I don't think they'll do really well at this tournament, but they did win Toronto, so I don't know if you want to value that. They
I
are
am
the
a
best team
troll
in the
if I
world
want
right
to.
now.
I mean, like, if
I
I
am
wanna,
a troll.
am I ranking?
go.
Am I ranking how good these teams are, or am I ranking how good they'll do in EWC?
I think
How
it's
good
how
they are
good they
doing
will
in
be
the
in the
EWC.
WC.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's
I
a
think that'll
really
make,
hard question.
let's make the tough call, right? It's how good they'll be at EWC. Let's put PaperX in C because they'll be shit, right? They're going out, they're not making
Okay.
cash draw.
Oh my
Yo.
gosh.
Okay, I
This
agree.
just feels wrong.
I know.
This is
Nah,
like
put them in S. Put them number one. I can't
enough
take
time
this.
engagement. It's good.
okay. So you wanna
Nah,
farm
put them.
engagement? You know, you want me to farm
Yeah.
engagement right now?
Yeah, just put Sentinel
Oh,
last.
wow.
Yeah, let me put
Sentinel
Sentinels
last,
last. Let me put 100 T last.
I mean, I don't think Sentinels is the most popular team right now. It's PaperX is definitely more popular than
Oh,
Sentinels right
Paper
now.
X the most popular. Let's put them there then.
NRG, yeah, I think NRG right here.
No, I'm
Put them up
joking.
with G2.
I'm gonna put energy here. We can put what?
Just put Sentinel after 100 seed.
After 100 T?
If I was,
Just put Sentinel at the last. Full on the
No,
right, full on the right on the D.
Jeez, okay,
So
okay.
there's no debate.
now we hit North America as well. That's crazy.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna put.
Yeah.
Hear me out. B for Billy Billy and B for BBL.
No.
no. Okay, I think Billy Billy got on the
Like B
C
for
tier.
Billy Billy and B for
I like
BBL.
I like C tier for Billy Billy over here.
Yeah,
No, but
yeah,
like
I
Billy
agree.
Billy starts with a
It's
B, right?
gatekeeper.
So
I think Billy Billy
Okay.
should be a C tier. XLG, I'm happy to keep them in D tier. Tech I'll move up because we said that they were too good.
Genji up there.
I think that G is far better than Tech.
You think so? But that
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
even with a new player that doesn't play initiator?
Honestly, we look really stupid when PaperX don't even try and qualify.
We'll look
You're
really
right.
stupid when Paper X get first place, and then we're like, oh my gosh, how did Paper X get first place?
It's gonna be final Sentinel versus PaperX. It's gonna be hilarious. But it's good. It's good. We are farming engagement. It's the only goal of this of the thing.
It's fine.
So-
I think. Oh, it's okay. Paper X C, whatever. Let's go.
Okay, I like the S tier. I like the C tier. I like the D tier. But we have to rework the A and the B. I think.
Yes.
Let's put Genji and Fnatic up there.
Oh, that's the wrong person. Genji Fnatic A, I like that. I think this is great. I think KC we can put up in A tier because we were saying that they have a very good chance of performing well, and we've
Okay,
put
okay, I think
the entire
we don't
C
have a.
group in B.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Perfect.
Honestly, actually, no, no. Hear
the
me
green
out.
people.
Put 100 Thieves last because I hate 100 Thieves.
No. Sentinel last. It's better for the clickbait. No, we good.
Okay.
We are good. Perfect. I love this. This is perfect.
This is
No,
perfect.
but,
You
but
love this.
Yeah.
I wanna stop
Yeah, I love
RQ.
this.
I wanna put RQ up. I wanna put BBL there.
I'm gonna put Casey down there. I actually want to put Casey in the B tier. I want to have two teams in the A tier.
No. Just keep the B tier with the group of life. It's good.
Wait,
Perfect.
we are missing a person from the group of life, and we put Heretics instead. No, sorry, BBL instead. Who are we missing? We're missing an America's team. We're missing NRG.
Energy. Yeah, good. Put energy with them.
And then who is it? BBL, I believe. Should be
C.
No, there's no way. Nah,
C?
BBA should be top of C.
top of C.
Honestly, hear
Yeah,
me out.
top of
Put
C.
DRX, put KC top of B, DRX top of A, and put PaperX in S tier because this is actually hurting my eyes.
This is what you want?
No.
And
It's
Paper X
also I love how is it because it's doing a middle finger.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Where I see it. Alright, so are we happy with this?
I'm not happy with this one bit.
I
Oh,
will put
But
Derek's.
it's solid.
okay.
I will put Derek's and Genji far ahead, but it's
Okay, so Math Material, talk to me. What do you not like?
I don't like PaperX at C, but we got to stick with that, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
you were trying to send the narrative that Paper Rex were gonna get burnt out.
Yeah, but like they're also the best team in the world. They can just log in and win.
So you
This is
wanna
like,
you
yeah,
wanna you want them to not qualify for groups, but also be a top
Math.
team in EWC.
Yes. Yes. I
Listen
wanna
to
have
my
cake and
voice.
eat it too.
Listen to my voice. Do you want SpareX win?
Yes. Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. They're
This
in
is
C
the
tier.
best way to jinx pairings and make them win.
What Jinx? I think this is a shit team. It's a fraudulent tournament. Mickey Mouse. I mean, that's why PaperX won a Mickey Mouse tournament. They just the first seed teams. They just didn't try.
Okay.
But
Beautiful
you did
saving
say you
shot
want
for
them
France.
to win.
Alright. So I think let me clean this up a little. We're gonna put PRX at top of C. Right?
Yeah.
Put DRX top of A. And
Below tech is actually wild.
I think that's also a bit criminal. You know what? I think it's too. I think this is hurting my eyes. I think I have to put PRXB at least.
Okay,
No.
that's-
Keep control. You're gonna jinx them. If you put them in B, you're gonna. Oh.
Put them back to C. Put them back to C below tech.
Are you really putting them below Tech Esports and Heretics and Energy?
This is a jinx. This is a monument. What am I saying? They're a bad team. PaperX is a bad team. Fraudulent team. Put them in
Yeah,
C.
fraudulent team. Go put in C, so we jinx them. It's okay. And we are farming impression there. So
Okay.
never forget this is the goal of this power ranking.
Okay.
Yo, Meg, I'm not as strong as you. Turns out you're actually. I can't do this.
You're not as strong-willed.
You know what? Takes after Sentinels, and then we good.
No, I can't do that. I physically can't
Okay.
move my mouse there.
Okay, how about you put 100 T's last because
I think I agree with 100
no,
T's
no.
lost. I like 100 T's lost. I like this.
Okay.
I think this is beautiful. We should move on.
I think we should also put XLG,
perfect.
swap XLG and Bilibili.
Stop XLG and Bilibili?
Actually, no. Let's swap XLG and
No,
Tech.
no.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Okay, let's swap Bilibili
Remember,
and Tech.
B is the C group.
It's
Let's
not.
swap Bilibili and Tech.
Bilibili are perfectly where they are. What they'll do is that they'll put a close map against two teams and lose instantly. This
I agree with
Can
you.
you-
They're a middle of the pack team. They're a perfect middle
Can
of the
you
pack team.
Can you rename the column and we go E, D, C, B, A? So all the C team are in the C group.
Sure. So we have the C group, and
We have no SPO teams at this tournament.
nope, they all
So this is
suck.
looking at the
These
video.
are all terrible
Nice.
teams, all fraudulent.
Yeah, it's a Mickey Mouse.
It should have been Liquid. Liquid should be S tier. That's my argument. Reverse in my case. Let's move on to
That's the Mickey
Chinese.
Mouse. They almost beat PaperX with a sub,
Perfect.
right? That's all I'm saying.
Perfect.
If they had not, they would have won the entire thing.
All right, let's go on to the Chinese league then. Oh,
Yeah.
do you want to go for power ranking first, or do you want to go straight into pick'ems?
Let's just power rank them.
How many time episode does we have? I forgot to put the VLR listening.
Ah,
The-
it's
the
fine.
VLR listening post.
It's fine. It's
I'm
already.
a fraud.
It's fine. It's already too late. It's too late. Don't. You don't need to put it now.
Honestly, Nana, hear me out. Put the what do you call it, tier list, and put the link. Like this is what we cooked up in the podcast, and people are just gonna join out of pure rage. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You actually botched it up. Like, you gotta do that. Just the
No, no,
perfect rage bait. You're engagement baiting, right? That is the perfect engagement bait.
no. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I think. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
So, do we want to go straight into power ranking, or do you want to go to pick'ems?
I
How
think
many time
Keep
is
power
the
rank.
episode?
40 minutes so
Yeah,
far.
go power rank. Go power rank. Go
Okay.
power rank, and we go fast.
Okay, let's go super fast. Okay, let me just put.
We need to take a screenshot of this before you disassembled it.
I already. I mean, you can.
Or we can go back in the VOD.
You can
It's
go back
fine.
in the VOD. Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, let's have S
Yeah.
A
Oh,
B C L.
yeah. B.
I think as it
C,
stands right now.
D, and I'm gonna put another F tier.
I don't think we need FP. There are no bad teams. This is a good
I.
game. There are no bad. This is a very competitive esport. There are no bad teams.
Yeah, no bad teams. No bad teams indeed. No
Actually, can you
bad
stop the
teams
colors? I don't like.
indeed.
Okay, that's one bad team. Sure. I think China is still a one-team region. If you're putting Edward Gaming anywhere apart from S, you're mental.
Right.
Yes, that is.
So ADG and S, AG and F. Anyone disagree with that?
Nah, I think it's valid.
Shall we make maybe we shall make a power ranking by group? It's maybe a little bit easy, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we start with group alpha, and then we go do group mega. So we good.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Maybe let's do a power ranking group per group instead of a global power ranking. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we start with the alpha, and the left column is alpha, and the east the right column is omega, and so it's more clear.
Oh,
No?
you wanna go for group by group? Okay.
Yeah, it will be easier, if we have less team to.
Thing is to see how they fare up against each other, even if they're not in the same group, to
I
get a gauge of their general power level.
kind of like just going the full power ranking.
Yeah, same. I don't think we should go group by
Are
group.
you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you wanted to go group by group, right? Even for EWC, we could have just kept the original one since it's
Yeah. Yeah.
2 qualify, 2 don't. People still would have ended up C somehow.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we should just do a full power ranking. It's fine. We'll go fast. We'll go fast.
Okay. I think
Okay.
all the teams that qualified, put them A. All the teams that qualified for Toronto.
All the teams that qualify for
Those-
Toronto. I think Wolves have a good chance of being S here, but
I absolutely agree with you. Put them top of A for now.
put them
We can
top
come
of,
to that
yeah,
like
we
discussion
can come
later.
back to now. So we had a bunch of teams that qualified for playoffs. I'll put them in the B tier for now, which is Nova, Tech,
No one looked good at the start.
PRG.
DRG, TE. These are the teams that did not
You-
make playoffs. And who else?
DRG and
looking
team
right now.
and DRG and TE did the playoff.
Where's DRG?
Tylo didn't, GDG didn't, FPX didn't,
1, 2, 3, 4,
and then we go.
5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8,
No, we're
9,
missing
10,
one, we're
12.
missing one.
Yeah. So this is the all 12 teams. All right.
Wait, it's 12?
I think the power ranking of playoff and now will have nothing in common. I really think, for example, a team like FPX is a huge winner of the change. FPX has got an amazing double controller composition, and the meta is going more and more over the double controller composition. So I think FPX will be back to the let's say the overall second best team of China historically. And I think FPX will be sit 2 in there.
I think that I agree, especially the
They
fact that
signed,
Berlin is
They signed
back.
someone as a new coach. Yeah,
Yeah.
Berlin is back. They also signed, I think it's the bleed coach. The ex-bleed coach.
Which
one who-
bleed coach? Is it the one with Yay?
Yes, I think it's the
Yeah.
one which looks like Angel.
Okay.
It's the coach that's in the Ascension.
Legija, okay, I see him. He looks like Angel, I swear.
No, but
He
seriously,
won the he, wa- He won the attention. He was not here in the horrible
Wait, he
split of.
he wasn't in the horrible split. He was in the just Ascension.
Oh no no.
No,
Oh
he
no,
was with
never
the
mind. He
team.
was. He was. He was. He
Yeah,
was. He was.
he was in both sides, like both.
Okay, okay. Now let's move on. Not joking, but I think FPX will be fine. I think a solid B tier would be a great thing for them. Uh, I think Nova should come down to C tier.
I agree.
I think they were super
mean-
disappointing.
I think it's XLG should be demoted to B tier.
What? No, wait, stop. Wait, we're talking about what do you call stage one here, and XLG most likely they won't make playoffs or EWC, right? They're a good team. They actually have a player who can speak their language, who can speak English. Like this,
Okay,
I want to put them out. I want to put them like swap them with Bilibili. I want to put Bilibili in B and XLGA.
so wait, math material. Let me pose this to you. You have a super
Yeah.
team that gets seed 1 in China. Okay? You're seed 1 in China, but then a huge controversy comes up into your initiator player, and you're now no longer to be able to play initiator player. You decide to pick up another player, a player who plays duelist, and instead they decide instead they will play flex for you. They will play initiator for you. What happens to your team?
Okay, you get cooked. But counter argument, Gila they didn't they had time to trial, right? Or did they?
Well, yes, they had time to trial, but they still picked up a duelist player who's gonna play
Yeah, but
initiator for
like,
them.
I mean, there's a
Gianni,
lot of players.
I mean, EDG trialed their academy roster. EDG trialed their academy roster. And how did that go for them?
Okay,
Yeah.
here's my thing, right?
Yes.
Edward Gaming, they kind of what their decision was made was who has the best team in our academy roster? Oh, it's JNE. Let's just put him in. He'll what do you call? Fill the same. We'll make him play the same role as Simon, and it'll work it out. It obviously didn't work out. So they went for what do you call mechanics over util. I don't think they've done the same here because XLG has done the same here.
I mean, math material.
I think they're definitely.
You
Yeah.
also have to remember that XLG's roster pool is not huge either. They have to pick an English speaking player who's a free agent and also part of the Chinese league. So they can't be an import because they have Ragra. So they have to pick a Chinese English speaking player in that is not signed to a team.
Yeah, but look at Nomad's
Yeah, yeah,
real name, it's James Mann. That is such a cool name. How could you root against him? Nah,
No,
Alright.
I think XLG is really
I
good.
see your
And
argument actually. I'll rest my case.
Alright.
Your argument is good.
So I want to
I
question
will put Tech lower. I think.
Tech. You think the team that made EWC Tech? You don't believe in their run? You think they should deserve
Yeah.
lower?
Yeah. And, does the qualification were before Terra Nerf?
It was with Teho. No, that's actually fair.
It was.
Yeah, they'll get affected by the meta change, 100%.
Yeah.
All right,
And you don't want to put FBX higher.
I'm not confident in putting FBX high. I think that there is still a bit of a mental barrier, especially with Life and A. A and Life usually are very good players, but did not perform the best at stage 1. They struggled quite a bit. Life, I believe, was a bottom 2 player in China last act or last
Yeah.
stage. So until I see Life and A really just lock in, perform, I can't, because I mean, for right now, it's literally Yosemite and FPX. Yosemite is the one guy on this team who's actually performing well.
They have
Yeah, fair
Berlin
point.
dog.
Autumn's okay,
It's-
and Berlin.
Yeah. Yeah. Last point. I think I would put XLG even lower. I think I would put XLG in C.
XLG. Okay, I can't do that. I can't put XLG C.
Okay.
I think XLG.
So you don't want to move anything?
I have a question to you guys. Do you think Tyloo deserves C? Do you think Slowly and Friends deserve C?
Yeah, they do.
What
So
are
one
we-
player.
Shall
that
we
can
remove
appeal-
the? Maybe we should remove one tier. There are too many tiers.
Yes, let me remove the D tier and make it F. We will move AG here and we'll move Tyloo here. Does this look good to you all?
Yeah.
The other layout. You have a 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 split.
I like this. I think this is nice.
Yeah, it's perfect. And again, it's a middle finger, so I'm happy.
All right. I believe this will be us for the power ranking, and we'll go right into the pick'ems now.
Yay!
Actually, no. Can we swap DRG and Trace? Because Trace only lost to Billy and Wolves. So Billy, Wolves, and Gila in the run in playoffs. So
I actually also agree with that because TE were probably one of the teams that got hit the hardest with the meta change, and now that they're back, I think TE have a good chance of being well. Because I mean, Bianca.
okay. Why did
Yeah.
Mm.
I did not pay attention to this? Didn't okay. DRG lost to Tech, right? For the qualification for EWC. Why are we rating them so highly?
Who?
DRG.
DRG because they have Bukashi.
You know what? That's my bad. I didn't realize.
uh,
Yeah, because
but
yeah, no, yeah, that's good.
I think it's perfect to put them B tier because it's either Fukashi does well or Fukashi does not, and that
I
is the
mean, we put
perfect coin flip tier.
if we put Slowly and Friends in C,
Okay,
Vukasu and Friends should also be in the same tier, right?
no, but like listen, slowly is not even with friends. Slowly is with the enemy team. Okay, they're conspiring against him. Tyloo Tyloo just lost their second best player. I want to point out HFMI was their second best player, and T's gone now. At least
Yeah.
at least Fukashi, he has 4 guys who are willing to help Fukashi lurk up and do stuff. Slowly he has to IGL for his team and frag out for his team, and the rest of them are they're not trying. I swear. I mean,
Yeah.
you could sort 4 of these 4 Tyloo players into AG, and I wouldn't know there's a difference.
In the chat, people say that it's written EWC and we are rating China. So people are asking
Yeah,
why
sorry, I
we are
couldn't say
rating only China.
Oh, sorry
the-
guys.
the-
Sorry guys. Let me change that for you. Very
Uh,
bad
the-
producer here. There we go.
The joke is China starts in like 4 days, so we have to do the Chinese coverage, and that's why we doing at China only because it's
Yes.
yeah.
If you would like to put okay, I promise this is a very scuffed podcast. It was very last minute. It will be better in the future, and we will be talking about the other regions in the future. It's just depending on the timing and stuff like that. Yes.
But if you want to see the full you will International World Cup tournament, you can go at the start of the video and you will have everything you like, and it will be great.
Yes.
Okay?
Right. Let's go into the pick'ems then. Another person asked, is GCTC and competitive solo? I think we ranked based off a. I mean, it is a bit of like regions, right? I think if we were to rate Pacific, we would put more S tier teams. But in general, it's about the relativeness of how good these teams are to each other. And I feel like in China, there's the middle teams are very clear, and there's the top teams are very big difference.
When you put an S tier team, right? S tier, in my mind at least, it means you should when you qualify, you should easily qualify for an international, and when you do, you should make a deep run there. At least you're expected to make a deep run. Sure, it didn't work out for Edward Gaming this time around, but bad circumstances plus the other Chinese teams pulled up. But I expect them to make champs and make a pretty good run there. That's why I wanted them in the S tier at least.
Yeah.
And A-tier teams is like you will make internationals. Maybe you can make a good run, but you're expected to make internationals at least.
Yeah.
That's just my line of thinking.
Yes, that's also my line of thinking. Overall, they should be averaging out. All right, let's go on then into pick'ems. As we have EDG versus Titan Esports Cup, the 2 teams that made EWC through Chinese Evolution Act. All right. So as we all know,
I think
I
think they will play this game in not in China. They will play this game in EWC. No,
is that true?
They will.
Wait.
that would make sense. I hope they do that. I really hope they do that because if they don't, it's stupid.
Oh wait.
BLG, oh no, BLG doesn't play against XLG. If BLG will play against XLG, that would have make sense. That maybe it's not possible physically. I don't know. Let me check.
Did I have to play online? 100 ping each?
Yeah.
Wait, No, if
Yes.
wait. Does BLG have to go on the plane to where is it? Riyadh? Is that where it's being held?
Yeah, I think.
So wait, so that does
Saudi
BLG
Arabia.
have to fly all the way to Riyadh and then fly all the way back to Shanghai?
That would be ridiculous.
If they have,
What is the? I want to know the precise date of their games, just by pure curiosity.
does it?
So
It says July 3rd and July 4th.
wow, wow, nice organization. No, it's not possible. It's not. I can't believe that. I have to see from my own eyes.
This is a tough spot they're in.
EWC.
I've
Wait,
just been speaking. I've been muted this entire time. My bad. Yeah, this is a weird schedule. I don't know how it'll work out.
I mean, if BLG have to fly back to China, I think Tailu win that easy. That sounds ridiculous.
When even is the first EWC qualifier game?
The
Because I can't see it on VLR.
oh, you can't see it on VLR?
No, you can't.
I don't think they tell you. I think it'll just happen. I guess.
I have Wikipedia, so all good. So EDG plays. Okay, EDG plays the 8, and so in China EDG plays the 3, Titan plays the 3, BLG plays the 4, and the last one is XLG plays the 5th. Okay. In International World Cup, EDG plays the 8, Titan plays the 8. Everyone plays the 8, in fact.
So they
Okay, I
wait.
see it.
So they played July 3rd. They played before EWC starts. Is that what I'm getting at?
Yeah, they'll play week
Yeah.
1 before EWC, then they'll fly to EWC. There's like a 1 week gap for the China. So you'll play week 1, you skip week 2, and then you'll start again from week 3. So there's
Yeah.
like a 1 week gap in the Chinese circuit, and that's where EWC it seems.
Oh, okay. Okay, in week 3, I'm playing against all the EWC teams. That sounds
Okay,
disgusting.
that's fair.
Oh no.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I-
You gotta go Billy here though.
Yeah, but here we'll go
You know-
Billy Billy. Okay, so just based on our power rankings, this is how it should be going. We'll go over the teams individually, but I'm just gonna write this for now.
I
EDG,
mean, yeah, that's
EDG versus Tech. Do you believe that
should be
Tech?
an easy game.
Do you believe Tech can upset EDG with their new roster?
No.
No, I don't.
No. You think that the veteranness of EDG, especially with the fact that they're not going in the Teho meta, I think EDG have this for sure.
All I know is whenever Kong is dropping like insane quotes, I don't see them losing. At least not. I see them playing at a certain level, especially when he's doing that. And Tech is not coming close to that level. He's locked them in for me.
Okay. BLG or Tailu?
BLG.
I think.
Slowly
BLG is a
I mean,
decent team. BLG never deceive. They are always at the same level. This level is a mid plus, is decent, and I don't think Tailo is better than decent.
True.
I mean, YZ just has more help, right? So you
Yeah.
gotta put him above.
I mean, yeah, for every slowly play, you have YZ in there, so I think it's fair to put BLG above Tailu. Now, AG versus XLG. I mean, it's AG. We kind of have to play XLG, no? Even
it depends of it depends of how many players of AG is allowed to play. If all the 11 players is allowed to play, they have a chance.
they have a chance. They don't even win. They have a chance.
11v5, maybe.
Maybe 11v5. Maybe. I'll give them 50-50.
How many players do they have right now? Do they still have like 12 players? Probably not, right?
How do I?
Oh no, they still have 10 players.
They
Not
still
my
have
bad.
10 players. Okay. Wow. But I mean, if this was XOG versus any team besides maybe JDG, I would have put it that team. But since it's
They have
AG,
Shrimp. Shrimp used to play for FPS for a while.
oh yeah, AG picked up Shrimp. That is true. That is they picked up a very mid initiator player on FPX.
So instead of last, they could be second last. I don't know, man. This is
I
painful.
think look, I'd love to put AG higher, but I don't believe in a single one of their players.
And neither do I.
let's be honest. I think
Listen, no, AG have
I
players.
think AG is decently managed. I really believe even if they probably don't have a lot of money, I think with the money they have, they are trying a lot of players, and I think yeah, in that situation, pick a lot of young talents and play them will pay at some point. Maybe
I
it
mean,
will
that's what
not
they're doing,
be
right? They're
this
not.
split.
You think AG are sort of just fishing around trying to find the next Aspas, like just like
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
praying.
I mean, yeah, that's what they're doing, right? They're not playing for this like this season. They're playing for 2026 the way things are looking right now.
I'm not
Yes.
no, I don't even sure. I'm just think I just think they try to fish and they will one day find some talents and maybe it will be this split. We can never know. Maybe they are players that is named CEG. I'm so sorry for the pronunciation. This guy doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. So I can't even know what is. So maybe it's a solo cute demon that will destroy anyone. We can't ever know.
Wait,
Remember that we put Wolf Esport the worst team in the last thing. So maybe it will happen to all gamers. It's not realistic to think that okay, this will happen. This is true. There are more than 50% chance it's happen. But
Actually, hear
I
me out.
give them 20% to do a run
Yeah.
and maybe no. Qualify to
Actually,
champions
hear
will be
me.
hard, but
Yeah, hear me out. You have
yeah.
one player master two agents. So there's like what 27 agents, 10 players. You have one player master 2 to 3 agents. So you put one guy specifically on breach, breach and KO. What do you call it? KO. You put one guy specifically on Raze Neon Jet. You put the other guy in Yoru and whatever. Just categorize these agents, make them a one trick and everything, and you
wait.
and just a rotating 10-man roster.
And then every time they add a new player, and then add a new agent, you add a new guy.
Yeah, you do that.
Amazing.
Now on a serious note, I think that actually AG are adding 2 players. They're adding Paris. I have no clue. Well, listen, they're adding Paris. Chaps is in Paris. Is there more need to be said? Listen, they've already AG have already manifested that they will be going to Paris, but I don't think it's this game. I think that I need to see them prove it. I need to see their new players. I need to
Yeah.
see their aspects on the team before I can believe in AG.
Of course, I agree with that. But I don't believe in them, but I believe I can believe in them. That's really different.
I believe I can believe in them. I like that. All right, let's go into Wolves versus FPX then. This is a 50-50 game, I think.
Really? I mean,
I agree with that.
if you're
And but if I take my bias and I say FPX is a little bit better, I think this is their meta and they might win. But it's Wolf Esport, so we can't know.
here's what I think about Wolves, right? Uh, After their first win against Team Heretics, right? They just started playing more confidently, and I think that's one of the reasons they went on a run because they're just insanely confident. And against like the last 2 games, PaperX and Fnatic, that confidence wavered. So no, I don't know if this result that they've got in the top 3, if it gets to their head, right? If they put pressure on themselves that they have to perform, and it brings out their confidence. I see a world where if Wolves lose and they don't reach that same height. The next few
Okay,
weeks matter a lot for Wolves. If they should know they're better than their opponents, and they should play to that strength. They should play confidently the way they were playing in Toronto.
Yeah, but I think it's so
It,
hard to kill Wolves' mentality. I mean, Sufat Baby is an excellent leader for this team.
I mean, yeah, it is hard, but it happened against PaperX and Fnatic, and granted, like 2 best teams in the world right now, but still,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
it's you shouldn't. At least, like if I'm, well, I'm not Wolves, but they shouldn't put pressure in, like a lot of pressure on themselves. They should just play their own game, play confidently, and they should be good for the split.
Yes.
I also say FPX, but that's because I'm biased and I really think this team is really good on double controller.
So okay, you put FPX. What are you, Math Material? What are you putting?
I'm going Wolves.
Okay.
I learned all the Wolves chants before the Wolves Fnatic game. I really wanted them to win.
I also really wanted Wolves to win, and I will be put my vote on Wolves due to the reasoning that Wolves, first of all, they're coming off a huge heater run. FPX, they still kind of have to adapt to their player with Berlin and their new coach, And also the biggest thing is that I need to see FPX's player be revitalized. I need to see the Phoenix rise from the ashes, because man, life needs life, man. He has
Life is
been
life. That is.
he has been awful lately. I mean, he was one of my favorite players back in 2024, and I don't know what happened to him, man. He's struggling.
I mean, it's the same roster as what do you call Shanghai, right? They just swapped Lysor and
You know,
that one guy who used to play for Bilibili. Like they swapped
it's
one player with
insane.
Bilibili.
It's insane. They picked up Yosemite for Lysol, which was a
Yeah.
good decision. Yosemite was a much better player than Lysol, and they performed much
I
worse.
mean, wait, no, Lysor's and Wolves. What am I saying? Yeah, they got Yosemite from Bilibili for Lysor. Yeah. I mean,
And
yeah, I think that's a pretty good pick.
Yosemite was
So,
Bilibili's best player at that point in time. And then
I mean, was he though? You still put Wisey above him even at that time. We weren't making any tournaments, but Wisey still played better at that time, if I remember.
statistically, I think Yosemite was better, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let's move
Yeah, I
on
mean,
then from FPX Wolves, and let's talk about DRG
DRG
Nova.
Nova.
I think this is gonna be a
I
banger
wanna go.
game.
I wanna go Nova
Yeah.
here.
Oh, interesting. Go on.
I think you guys overrated DRG a lot. I mean, they can be good, but they haven't been playing. I thing is, I didn't watch a lot of Nova games, but I saw Nova play at the start. Their first game against Edward Gaming, I think it was, and I saw good stuff. Now they didn't play to that same level again, but now that they've had some break, they've had some time. I want them to play at that high level again. Also, they have a cooler logo than DRG. I actually despise the DRG logo. So
Oh,
we're gonna put Nova above DRG.
listen, Prancer's not gonna be happy when you say that, bro. Prancer's not here anymore. Like, but when he's back, he's gonna be mad at you.
Okay, maybe just I just like geometric logos. I'll be honest.
From my side though, I believe Meg, let you go. Let me think about it real quick.
Again, it's a DRG versus a middle pack game. So it's always the same question. Will Vokashu play a classic and just kill everyone? If yes, DRG win. If no, Nova win. 60% it happens, so I'd say DRG. Oh, Swell is
Again, I
back.
think as it stands,
Wait, Soul's
as
back.
it stands, DRG is a better team.
Wait,
Wait,
Swell
wait.
is back.
Is Soul back?
I think. Let me check on this social.
Wait. You might have just swayed me. Ooh. If they wait, who did they? I heard there was rumors about them replacing Olingo, which is their IGL, and I don't like that. But so I really want to know what is Nova up to.
On Wikipedia, it's written CB, Guang, Swirl, Aether, Monk.
Monk. Oh yes, they added Monk. Wait, who's their IGL then?
That's a good question. I will right click. Swirl is an IGL, I think.
Swirl?
I think Swirl is the namer. You don't make
Is
him
it
IGL.
Duelist IGL? I don't know. Let me. I don't know.
Oh, nah.
Wikipedia doesn't load, so it's long, but it will happen some days. Like last time I host and you know what it did happen.
Wait.
Still, I still want to predict an upset. And if any upset will happen, it's Nova versus DRG. Or actually, FPX versus Wolves is also an upset that can happen, but Nova versus DRG just seems more likely.
Yeah, they bet
I love
IGL.
I
You
love
are right.
if Swirl's back. I want to put Nova, but they don't have an IGL. I don't know.
It's when they'll manage it. Listen, you don't really need an IGL in this meta. Actually, that's not true at all. You do need an IGL,
That is
but it's
not
fine.
true
You'll
at all.
figure it out.
LGL is kind
I
of the
know.
most important thing right now.
I made that up on the spot for my point. That's not true at all. Nah, I want Nova to win.
Like, it's no coincidence that as soon as PRX finally decide on the IGL, they start winning.
Oh,
You
man,
know,
I'm gonna
you know
do-
what? You know, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh,
At the end of the
I
day,
say DRG. No, I will say DRG.
okay, no,
They
no,
need
hear
time
me
to
out.
adapt to their new IGL. We don't even know
Heads is
which will
DRG.
be their
Heads is
IGL.
DRG. Tails is
okay.
Nova.
So heads is DRG, tails is Nova. Nova it is.
I go DRG, I think.
Well,
So you go Nova, I go DRG, and you go Nova. Okay.
right.
JDG Mall
Fair
esports
points.
versus Grace.
I think this one's very obviously Trace. I don't believe in JDG.
Yeah,
Actually, JDG have made some really good roster moves. To be fair.
Yeah.
But I think
I
Trace, the fact that they first of all they played a very good series against EDG in the Evolution series. They also have something to prove. Whereas JDG, their season is pretty much done unless they go top 2, which is very unlikely. And also for Trace, they're back into the normal meta, which is going to be helpful for them. As well as Fengfu, he's finally back on the team, and he doesn't have to flex anymore. He doesn't have to play Taylor for this team. Everything is set up for Trace to do well. And that's why I'm going to put Trace over JDG.
I agree, but I want to come with an important point. In JDG team, we have a player without a Wikipedia page, so KK may be the new Aspas. We don't know.
KK Lin could be.
yeah, they don't have a Wikipedia page. They're just Aspas.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
In week,
That's the narrative.
did the EWC teams come back in 2020? Wait, it's not in 20. I mean, in July. Did they miss week 2 or week 3? Like they take the timing.
They come between week 1 and week 2. In fact, the week 2 is voided, and week 2 is actually week 3.
Okay, week 3.
They just
Okay,
skip a week. Yeah.
let me tell you. If I see the next ass pass in JDG, BLG are going down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Huh.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I know a next Aspas. He lives right next door, man. I just know Aspas's around the street. There's so many Aspas's everywhere, man. They're just waiting to be found.
That's literally Chinese ass passes. You don't know them. They're on the rank service,
No,
bro.
no, there is an Aspas, bro. There is an Aspas. The Master's Toronto Aspas. He's everywhere.
The Monsters Toronto ass pass.
It's amazing. In 2027, we will do a team with 5 Aspas. It's amazing.
0.5 ratings. Worst team in the league.
Whoa, isn't
Yeah.
that just gonna be 2025 Furio? I mean 2026 Furio.
No.
And
Yeah, what
anyways,
happened to Fury? Again, I know, wrong region, but like they looked so good at the start of the season, like in the off season.
yeah, Furio are struggling. But I think for this part, I'm gonna submit the pick'em, and I think we've locked it in. We are all happy with this. No problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes,
Uh,
go for it.
You was on the same team as Hebe, right? About the match fixing scandal
Who?
when
What?
that happened.
Ah, what?
You and Hebe, I think they were on the same team when they like match fixed.
Yes, you and Hebe were on the same S10? No, they were on like Extreme Gaming or something. Let me find it. Hebe, but that yes, they were on the same team that match fixed. It was called Toronto Gaming.
Oh, Tokyo Gaming. Yeah, Tokyo Gaming. It was,
Totoro.
Wow, this is so outdated.
oh wow, Feng, Flex, and they're
Yeah.
all tier 1 players right now.
Was it this Doyu game?
No, it wasn't this
No.
Do game. I know it was 2-1.
It was some grand final they played that they were
It
match.
was in 2021. It was in 2021.
Oh,
No,
it was,
no. My point is,
yeah.
was you like why was you dropped and why is like Hebe still here? Okay, it's nothing against you or Hebe. I'm like, what happened? Why is you
Alright.
gone but Hebe is not?
So let me give my best explanation. From my understanding, Yu was very toxic in ranked, and then he started getting hate from other players. So first of all, Yu is a very egotistical player. From what I've heard, he like started shit talking EDG, and then he was like shit talking people in ranked, and then people got really mad at him for like just like shit talking everybody, and so XOG decided to take responsibility for you, because first of all, Chinese orgs, they hate bad rep. They are all businesses first, org later. They don't care about Valorant in the first place. They more care about how they are presented in the image, and they want money. They are like, because these are like, you have to remember these orgs are like actual businesses then turn into esport orgs. So this is like
Yeah,
YouTube
that's one
gaming
thing.
or like Twitter gaming. So they don't want bad publicity. As soon as they get it, they will throw their players out. And so what happened to you was that XOG got this negative backlash, and they don't want to be associated with it. So they said, okay, we are punishing XOGU for everything he's done. So allegedly, he created a Steam account, which was like propaganda against the Chinese government or whatever, and saying like Hong Kong independence. That was one thing. A second thing was that he was match fixing, and a third thing was that he was being very toxic to everybody. And
They
XOG
just like put everything on him.
and XOG just took all of this, put it in an article, and said, okay, he is not allowed to play until the end of Toronto. And then you saw this and was very mad. He was like, okay, I'm not playing for this team. I don't want to play for XOG because they lynched me out. They threw me out to the wolves. And so so you decided to leave XOG, and now we are in the situation we are in.
All right, thank you for the clarity. And
Yes.
people are soft. Come on, you don't like a guy shit talking?
Yeah.
There should be more shit talking, man. Like people are too nice. I see these press conferences and like behind the scenes, they're all like nice to each other, man. Where's the hatred? Where's the passion? How do you not hate the opposing team for beating you? Come on.
Do you want more Demon Ones out
Having a
there?
street talks. Okay, no, not Demon One. There's a difference, right? I want pure hatred because even Demon One didn't hate. He was just like new kid on the block, slightly arrogant. I want pure hatred amongst teams. I want blood. That's too aggressive.
You want blood out there? Okay.
Like I want one of these teams, one of these players to just hate an organization with pure passion, and whenever they play against him, he just pops off.
Safe
Kind of like
versus
what Burnout
liquid.
did to NRG at the start.
Safe versus liquid manager.
Yeah, safe versus liquid. Yeah, that's what we need. We need more safes.
More saves,
We
more
need more-
saves, moms.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's crazy.
Okay.
Do you think we will saw you in another team, Nats?
You.
And what kind of team?
I think that
He's a pretty good player.
you. I think a team that's like struggling will pick him up, but I don't expect any big orgs to pick him up. I think an Ascension team, like maybe DRG, but
AG, we can always use you.
Apac Ascension or
no, I don't think he'll be picked up by
Chinese
APAC.
Ascension.
I think they'll. I think so. The thing is, most Chinese players they'll want to stay in the Chinese region because the pay is just in general much higher than in APAC. So
okay.
I believe if Yu has a chance to play in China, he will play in China. I think only if he
Okay.
finds no opportunity, he'll go to APAC.
If I remember correctly, in the tier 2 of Southeast Asia, there are one Hong Kongese team. So I don't know if there
There.
are some problem, but
Yeah, no, there is like one Hong Kong team in yeah.
oh, they will play the up and down, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, maybe you can join that, but I mean, if he has hopes in tier 1, he will take those opportunities. So I doubt he goes to Hong Kong.
What
I
I'm
mean,
saying is all gamers should sign you and see if he fits. It's just the perfect move.
all gamers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all gamers.
Yeah.
Do you think DRG will ever form a full English-speaking roster with Fukashi? Or do you think they will just force him to learn Chinese at the end of the day?
I
Try to
hope
learn
they will force
Chinese,
him to
buddy.
learn Chinese. You know how I hate how every team become an English-speaking team. That's just kills the identity of team. It's horrible for the long term of the scene.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, okay, here's what I want. What's a mid EMEA? Koi. Yeah, I want Koi to pay for Rukushu's buyout. I want them to pay for Rarga's buyout. I want them to like save every single Russian player from China and assemble a Russian super team and win everything.
To be honest with Koi, they got a decent academy team, so maybe they just promote academic player.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. You don't need decent academy players who might play great in tier 1. You need great tier 1 players who'll
Yeah, when I say decent, they make a top 3, I think, in the Master EMEA.
Yeah, but like I think Koi will never form a Russian team because they're a Spanish org. Is there any org in EMEA? We know Giants has already said they're not willing to pick up a CIS roster. Do you think any EMEA roster will be willing to pick up a full Russian squad? Because it's not going to be Fnatic. It's not going to be Liquid. It's not
gonna be KC.
not going to be KC. Not going to be Gentlemates. Not going to be BBL or Foot.
Yeah, no, I
No,
think
it's
you're
not
right.
possible. We need team spirit in 2027.
Yeah, we really need Team Spirit in because no team is going to pick up a CIS roster right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? A CIS roster should win Ascensions. I think that would be incredible.
Oh, I hope that's true. I need it.
Now, if they qualify for like an international, I don't think any of the players would make it. 3 out of 2 players just have visa issues and they're playing with subs. I think that's what will happen. But
Wait,
I
we're
can
missing a
see
CIS roster.
I can see a possibility where Russia is totally cut from EMEA and they are fifth league. You know, in APAC, I really believe
Mm,
about a fifth league because you know in
I
APAC
mean,
you have
yeah,
Valorant that is now really big in Korea, uh, a little bit big in Japan. You have some regions that is not represented: Oceania, Japan, Vietnam. Um, and you've got Southeast Asia that also become more big and more big. So I can see a
okay.
world where when you have like um, Pacific region with Oceania, Japan, and Korea, and another world where you have Southeast Asia, where you have India, because Valorant is gonna be bigger and bigger in India more time pass.
I know,
Maybe
I know
MENA
this.
and probably Russia, and this would make a region that makes sense, you know.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, okay.
let's make
Combining, having
yeah.
no, go on, go on.
So I would say let's make the forgotten regions. We're gonna put Oceania in there. We're gonna put 2 Russian team in there. We're gonna put like a Middle Eastern team. Put India in there, and then yeah, there we go. And then we put it.
Oceania is in Pacific.
I will throw in. We'll throw in an African team, and then they can all play on. They can play in the middle of the
No, no,
world.
no.
Wherever the center
Africa,
of the world is, they can play there.
Yeah, okay.
Africa. To be fair, I think Africa will stay in the EMEA because you know if there are some server reason. You know when you play in like Benin, for example, you might play on Frankfurt server because with how internet is linked with the cable with the internet cable, you might have a better ping in Europe. So
It's
we will try to compensate the loss of Russia with the win of Africa, which maybe is the not greatest deal ever, but
no, but the thing
I
is,
definitely can see happen.
yeah, the only African coach is coaching Pacific, and um the only African player is in Americas. So
Oh,
Yeah,
who's an African player in
pretty sad.
Americas?
John Kuti.
Oh, he's Moroccan. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
isn't what's his name? The Sentinels Academy player, the guy,
Uh,
the kid who's really cracked. Redux, isn't he
re
also Moroccan?
I wouldn't be able to tell
Aves,
I
you.
don't.
Aves also. We forgot Aves.
Oh yeah, Abes is Egyptian. Yeah, you're right. You're
Oh,
right.
Aves is Egyptian. You guys are so right. I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. Aves is Egyptian. All right.
Before we stop, Math, maybe you can lecture us on how the Valorant is growing in India. If you can say a few words about that, if you believe that it will be bigger and bigger, because you know, every split, I take the premier stat and see what region have an augmentation, and every region in APAC usually have the most biggest augmentation, so the most biggest upward number of players. So Korea, Japan, sometimes Southeast Asia. It depends of the result of the Southeast Asian team. But India has got a really interesting growth. So I really want to have your opinions about that.
Okay, India as it stands right now has 3 good teams, I'd say, right? It's
Okay.
you know SK Rossi, right? So it's one's Velocity Gaming with him, and the other is Revenant and Reckoning. But the thing about those 2 teams, right? They only have one good Indian player, and they have I think Reckoning has 2 really good Russian players. Actually, let me check. Yeah, they have 2 really good Russian players, and Revenant has 2 really good Indonesian players. Oh no, my bad. Filipino players. So even the best teams, the best pure full Indian team is probably like top 3. I think that the best Indian team and the best Indian team actually doesn't have their best players aren't Indians. So as it stands, they're just kind of cooked. I don't see a lot of like there is the Global Esports Academy team, which was promising at the start. You know, having like a proper academy team, which could maybe feed into a tier 1 team in the future, but they haven't looked good so far. The players just I mean, they're good players, but they don't look, comfortable on stage. No, not on stage, but like on like in a tournament setting.
Okay.
I don't
And
like
besides
this is
tier
like
two, go on, go on.
I mean, besides tier 2, ranked is weird. The best, like the top Indian players, they don't play in Mumbai. They play in Singapore because
Oh,
That's
Yeah, ranked
actually
player is
that's actually true for Oceania as well because the server's so small. Most players just hop onto the Singapore servers to play.
But doesn't
yeah.
have
So
them like 1 million ping or something like that?
They have 100
How
ping.
many ping
It's
do you
it's
have in Singapore?
100 ping. It's
it's
not
like
that bad.
80 ping. Oh, it's 100. Okay.
100 ping,
I mean,
it's
yes. So,
horrible 100 ping.
I mean,
Yeah,
for
but
me,
they'd rather play that because you can't reach Radiant in Oceania. You have to play on Singapore if you're like a Radiant player. Because you're just
I
gonna
mean,
be
yeah, seems are true with like Indian players, right? If you hit a mortal one, it's best you queue in Singapore because the queue times will be unbearably long and it's just not a fun environment to be in. That's
That's so bad
that's
for
how
the
it
long
is.
term.
yeah.
I really
Yeah,
hope
it is.
best player continue to play in their main server because okay, the Radiant will be a little bit longer, but yeah, you are not playing in good condition to improve, and that's not good.
Yeah, don't worry guys. Gabble Nats will be up there in the Oceania servers, grinding hard, making sure he's Radiant. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll be the
Perfect.
first player.
Exactly, yeah. Nah, my Premier team winning Ascension next year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If I
Me and Matt and Cyril, we're gonna represent our regions.
exactly.
All right, all right. I think we've had quite a bit of
Matt?
fun. You wanna end wrap it
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Just
Yeah,
wanting
we
to
haven't
ask
been
Matt
reading chat.
if in everyday life he finds some people speaking about Valorant, if there are any start of hype
I mean,
of Valorant in India, or if
Valorant is
nobody
fairly
cares.
popular, uh,
Oh,
especially like amongst crowds of my age, like who are in college and stuff, and like young adults. It's pretty popular. Most colleges like have like their own team. They're not good. They have like diamonds and ascendants. Sometimes maybe they lucky they have an immortal player. They're not good, but still we have players. There's a lot of players who play the game, but not enough to play at a high and consistent level.
I saw that you have I think you have a little bit more players than Turkey in Premier. So, do you have hope in the future? And we can stop on that.
It's okay. Let's say full Indian team, right? If things go well for India, it's at least 2 years away. A full Indian team, if that is considering if things go well, that's the best case scenario.
Okay.
I, I mean, okay. Thing with the two teams I mentioned, right? Revenant and Wrecking, they're not bad teams. They are good teams, but I don't see them beating like winning Ascension. Maybe
Yeah.
Velocity can pull it off. Again, it's just hard for them. Oh,
Yeah,
there is no
but
after that.
in 5 years, for example, because if there are some hype, maybe in 5 years you can have something.
5 years, yeah, for sure. I'll retire from my job. I'll start coaching, and maybe yeah,
Alright.
no, like
Okay.
5 years. Yeah, I see it. I see it. In 5 years, maybe we have like few Indian players in tier one, but it's not in like the near future.
Okay.
Also, Velocity is not actually full Indian roster. I lied. They only have two Indian players. Russ, who used to be in global esports, he's technically a British citizen. So, but since he's like from Indian origin, he doesn't count as an import. And then you have two Indonesian players.
Okay.
Maybe if you have the best Indian players in a team, I see they can actually win Ascension. Because if you look at the top, if I assemble the top 10 players in India and you pick the best players from each role, there is a world where they win Ascension. Because again, we don't have bad players, we have bad infrastructure. I say that's the main thing. There's no
Yes.
support
Really
for.
interesting.
Yeah.
Do,
Okay.
do you do you have investment in infrastructure?
I mean, no, not really. It's just there are a few organizations, but and Global Esports has an academy team, but it's nearly not enough as like other regions. Like definitely improved in the last few years, but it's not as high as some of the other regions.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you for that educational view on India.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's very
got you.
helpful. I mean, that expanded my view because I literally knew nothing about the Indian League. So, yes. All right.
I got you.
I want to be ending the podcast now with just it has been quite a bit for you guys. Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming on. If you'd like to join the Discord server, that'd be great. We are always looking for hosts. You can be on the podcast if you want, but there's also a lot of fun events like Scribble, Godic Phone that take place, and yeah, quite a bit of fun there if you want to join.
Before we end,
Yes.
before we end, yeah, I wasn't reading chat, but no, Nismo's from Lebanon. So
Yeah, but
you know, that does that count as Africa or Asia? I
no,
actually
that's
don't know.
Lebanon's
Te-
in the Middle East.
Okay, yeah, so no, that is
Technically,
easy. Yeah.
technically Middle East is split in two parts. So you have Gulf and Iraq, and you've got North Africa and Levant that is grouped together. That's why some Levant country can be a little bit confused, because you have Lebanon and Syria that is technically matched with Africa, but is part of Asia.
Okay, makes
okay.
sense. It's still part of the.
Yes.
Well, that's. Sorry for interrupting your outro. I just ruined it completely.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think it's good to point out. But yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hope you guys have a good day. We'll be ending the podcast